You're so pretty. I gotta tell you, a beautiful girl from. Welcome to this beautiful 5-star place. Beautiful pool there too. Just wraps around the entire apartment. It's nice. You should never commit to a girl or allow yourself to get entangled emotionally with a girl before she does. That's just a recipe for disaster if you're a man. And this is something that has popped up many times where guys are talking to me about dating a girl that they are clearly already in love with. To some extent, they're falling in love with a girl literally off the first date. They haven't even properly built any sort of rapport with her at all. They don't even really know who she is. They've just fallen in love with the idea of falling in love with a girl and given her all of the leverage in the relationship before the relationship's even kicked off. And they're at a massive disadvantage, and most of the time men lose under those circumstances. So I want to talk about that. Before we kick it off, I'm Dave, and this channel is dedicated to giving you no BS, novel dating advice for the modern man. Top link in the description. You can check out my website. And oh, it's bright. It's so bright. I might stand back down here in the shade. Now this is a hard thing for guys to do. You start dating a girl, or you number close a girl, you get a number, you go on the first date, and you think, this is the one, and you don't even really know her. One thing to keep in mind with every girl that you date, no matter how beautiful she may be, and no matter how perfect you may think she is, all women have faults. No woman is perfect. The most beautiful woman on planet Earth has a multitude of issues and things that are going to annoy the hell out of you after you get to know her and you feel safe in the relationship. And you are just falling in love with a fake cardboard cutout version of her that doesn't actually exist. And so you're romanticizing the idea of something that isn't even real. And the real solution there is to start to think to yourself, why? Is it because you are lonely? Is it because you don't have enough male friends in your life? Is it the cliche that you just haven't dated enough women? Or is it the other one, you're just living in scarcity, so you're just not dating enough women as well? You don't have enough leads, you don't have enough options. And for a lot of men, it seems to be a mixture of all of those things combined. I'm going to come out of the sun. My hair's a mess. It's often it's easier to say it than to do it, to just avoid falling in love and giving her all of the power early on in the relationship before the relationship's even kicked off. It's harder said than done. But if you fall into the pitfall of doing that, you leave yourself with no power in the relationship so early in the relationship that if the relationship does become serious and you were to give away all your power early, allow her to dictate terms within the relationship, and it was to become serious, you were to get married with her, she's not going to respect you, because respect and power are often connected. And if you have no power in the relationship, and you're constantly worried that she's going to leave you at any moment, she's going to use that as leverage to gain more and more power over time in the relationship. And there'll come a point where she has all of the power and she doesn't need to use that for leverage at all because she controls the relationship. And the point that she controls the relationship, there's a very good chance that she will become bored. And if she becomes bored and the relationship's been going for a long time, that's when she cheats on you. That's when she divorce rapes you and takes all of your wealth. And ultimately, women, when they have all the power in the relationship, they don't respect you more for giving them all of the power. They respect you less. And when they respect you less, women often then get to the point where they have nothing but utter contempt for you. They go from battling you to gain more power in the relationship to absolutely despising you and thinking of you as a weak beta pussy. They learn to have contempt for you, which is the opposite of what you've been trying to do the entire time by placating to her and agreeing to all of her demands, hoping that eventually she's going to come around and love you and respect you, when in turn, because you don't have any boundaries as a man, she dominates you and learns nothing but utter contempt for you. People might actually bring up, oh, she's a narcissist, she has a mental problem, she could be the narcissistic codependent relationship type thing. That's more common than you might think, where the woman is the narcissist and the man is the codependent. But it's almost like a slave-like relationship where the man goes to work, provides, while she just lives this luxurious life, doesn't have to work, you pay for everything, and she goes and sleeps with someone else because she has nothing but utter contempt for you. She becomes short-tempered with you, snaps at you a lot, more demanding. And more men in the West suffer from these type of abusive relationships than anything, I would say any other country on planet Earth, because the West generally hates men. And if the West didn't have contempt for men, I wouldn't need to have this channel giving dating advice. This channel wouldn't need to exist. It doesn't need to exist in most places on planet Earth. I'd say in most places on planet Earth, they would think, well, duh, why is there even a channel on this topic? But in the West, it's actually needed. And a lot of men, I would say if there's 50% divorce rate, there's a large percentage of men that are falling into these traps and getting used and abused. But anyway, the solution to that is learning cold approach, getting some more abundance into your life, and there's a whole bunch of people walking by. I'll move. So yeah, the solution really, it's not getting on Tinder, or although some of you might get success on there, the solution ultimately is learning cold approach, getting some leads, getting some numbers, some girls to text, and building a little bit more abundance so that when a girl pushes you around, you're less likely to allow her to break down all of your boundaries, take all of the power and leverage in the relationship, and ultimately build contempt for you and destroy your life. And I honestly, and I also, with a lot of the guys that come out and do coaching with me, I also red pill the hell out of them to the realities of the West. So anyway, interested in doing some coaching, top link in the description. Check out the website, sign up to do some coaching. You can DM me on any of my social media, and I'll see you guys in the next video.